Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Pass this live stream. Here we go. We're gonna wait for a bit. We're gonna wait for someone to come on live. Yeah, we're gonna wait for somebody to enter the chat. Oh, this is okay. I'll wait. Let's see what I hear. Comments. Yeah, let's see. Yes, I do. Now, hello, whoever's in the chat. I have a series of questions. I have some questions for you, some hypothetical questions. Yes, methodical one, questioning methodical one is back, where I begin to question things. Now, this was originally going to be a video, but I figured this question is best asked live and in person. Now, since we already have one person in the chat, I have a question. In a dystopian world where collecting rainwater is now illegal, where harvesting wind and solar is illegal, even though you're in an area that gets plenty of sun and or wind. Using a makeshift water turbine is illegal due to due to environmental hazards or putting the environment in danger. Greetings. We're just talking. Oh, sure. Yeah, hell yes. Let's see right here. We're gonna get this comment section up. Post comment. Yep, comments in the thing. But we're just talking about a dystopian world, right? Metaphorically, it's dystopian world where, hey, Black Wolf MGTOW, just got a question, in a dystopian world where we're using collecting rainwater to do menial things like water your garden, washing your car instead of using your house spigot, where we're utilizing solar energy and wind energy where they're all pushing for solar energy and wind energy is illegal, where using a water turbine when you live near a creek and or stream of some sort is illegal, where harvesting your food is illegal now because it has to be approved by Its Majesty the Crown, right? Well, what would you do in a world like that? Well, how would you handle this in a world like that? Well, if you're saying that you would grab your guns and you would fight back, I ain't seen a flipping lick of it. Yes, you tax cattle. You tax cattle now. Oh yes, taxing cattle. Pretty soon you're gonna be paying for animals that aren't even harvestable, like deer. Oh wait a minute, you already do. It's called a hunting tag. It's called a deer tag. But and this isn't a dystopian future. This isn't a dystopian world. It is happening right the flip now. It is happening, right? The flip now. I just watched a little snippet of Ice Age Farmer's video. I'm like, you know what? They're doing more than trying to make harvesting food, harvesting your own garden illegal. They're are doing a lot more than that. Think about that. Oh, right. Wait a minute. I'm like, they're doing a lot more of that. They're taxing the sun, they're taxing the wind, they're taxing the water, but yet they're taxing air. Wow, that's impressive. That the very thing you breathe is being taxed. That's funny. And nobody has even busted a grape in a food fight. Now, I'm pushing my luck by saying a lot of the things that I'm saying at this particular moment because I fall under
Because
the Uniform
tyrants
Code of
fear
Military
truth.
Justice. Yeah, I fall under the code of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. But let me break this to you. I will do whatever I can to make sure to stand up for some BS within my power. I will do whatever I can, but my hands are still tied. But the thing is, I've got to look out for myself as well. Yeah, yeah. I think people say who don't prep stay aware and get caught up in a madness by the city. Yes, I may well be caught up in a madness, but before I get caught up in a madness, I hope to at least give somebody a better chance than I am going to have. Because as of right now, I am bold. I gotta hold on, do a remote. I gotta go split screen with the look the map here. You know, I've also gotta calculate where I'm going to cross through within the country. You know, let's see. Hey, you still there, New York Monk?
I sure am.
All right.
I'm,
Let's see.
I'm just demonstrating to the people that saw me showing my ass over the weekend that yes, I can keep my mouth shut.
Uh, yeah, I'm trying to see what states I'm crossing through pretty soon. Oh hell, more the truck.
So,
Oh,
well, while you're doing that, I will gab for a moment.
all right.
And yes, I I'm rounding the far turn. No, actually, the clubhouse turn. I still got a ways to go. But when I get my retirement land, yeah, I will be double tapping the shit out of intruders. And
Hey,
because my zero fucks given skill is already at level 11. You know, unlike a lot of people, I've already drawn my red line, and I know what I'm not going to put up with.
right. I'm just looking through the areas that I'm going to be crossing on my way to the to my to a destination to the consignee.
Are you independent enough so you can choose where you go when you
Not
take a load
not
somewhere?
yet. Not yet. I'm working on it. It's one of those things that I'm working on. I'm working on being an owner operator.
Well,
But
have you decided what you're going to do when they tell you to take a load to Portland or Minneapolis?
oh, I could tell them I'm not driving there. Like I said, my dispatch asked me if I wanted to make a run to California at one time, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it once. I'm gonna do it once and see what it's like, just to see what it's like. And I mean, as of right now, I'm currently headed toward that direction. I'm not going to disclose where I'm going, north or south portion of California, but I'm headed there, and I'll get there eventually.
Well, with the current state of California's gun laws, if you get pulled over by the chippies for an inspection, could they confiscate your weapon and arrest you if you have one, allegedly?
Yes, they. I think yes, they could. They would confiscate my weapon. They would arrest me, and they would call my. They would call the company.
And I tell California to sit on a cactus and rotate.
Well, this would be my first run to California. This is based every part of the I go to. For me, it's a scouting run.
Yeah.
This is a scouting run to the rest of the United States. You know, I already know what the East Coast looks like, but I'm pretty much scouting my way across the country. I already know Indiana is parts of Indiana is a crapshoot. You know, I already know that one. I already know Arkansas isn't too bad. Mississippi ain't too bad. Been through Pahalia multiple times. Virginia, I would never live there. I'd ride through there. I'd drop a load there and get out. North and South Carolina's not too bad. No, I'm not going to New York. Not even with a gun pointed to my head. Hell, in fact, when I'm taking a load to Massachusetts, Connecticut, or Maine, I make sure, or back to Pennsylvania, I make sure that I have a full 10 hours going through New York, any port, or I go through the smallest part of New York I can go to. Michigan's boned. Michigan is completely and utterly boned. Cat fornicated sideways. Wisconsin, they're well on their way. If they keep burning a few more cities, they're well on their way. I've been through Chicago. By God, never again. Tennessee's not too bad. Kentucky's not bad. Arkansas, I mean, I've already mentioned that. Missouri, I drove through Missouri. It's not too bad. I haven't driven through Kansas yet. Arkansas, what state is this? Am I looking at? I think it is. I've been to Texas. I think that's Utah. Yeah, I think that's Utah. Haven't been to Colorado yet. When my unit deployed, I didn't get the chance to really see New Mexico.
You didn't miss jack shit.
Yeah, nothing but sand and cactus. But
well, let's put it this way: from from Oklahoma City east, it's beautiful. The moment you go west from Oklahoma City, that it's nasty. Right there on the 40. Yeah, unless you like rocks and drunk Indians, stay out of New Mexico.
Got it. That's what I was about to live by. Okay, I am passing through Albuquerque.
Yeah, I lived for 8 years.
Oh wow, that bad, huh?
Oh, I lived way back in the day before they built up any of the west side. On the other side of the river, there was just Unser Boulevard and a few factories and car dealers, and that was it. And now they got that huge mall and all that shit there.
Oh, nice. So that these soy boys can have some place to consume their soy.
But now you got to remember, out west, these big cities are like an island. Because you look at Albuquerque, the metro area, just Bernalillo County, is what it was 500,000 people when I left in '93. and who knows how big it is now. But you got to drive 8 hours to get to another city that size.
Holy shit. Yeah, this drive. I can see this. Well, if it's that bad, I already know this drive's gonna suck. This is gonna be my hardest drive yet. And let's see what we got here. We got.
But I want to tell the brothers out there, do not panic. I'm referencing a Facebook post from one of my friends here. 'Cause I know a lot of y'all are saying, why is Trump fiddle fucking around? Why doesn't he deploy the National Guard and let them start double tap some soy boys? Because that's just what the leftists want.
They want the they want basically Trump to give them that power.
No, not that. They want the propaganda points,
right?
Because they can say, "Oh, he brought the National Guard out to stop peaceful protesters."
Those are not peaceful protesters.
Well, that's why he keeps saying the governors have to ask, and that's why he's only deploying agents rather than the guard. And and even though that dipshit in Portland, you believe him talking out of both sides of his mouth. First, he told Trump to fuck off when he offered help, and now, oh, they're burning my city to the ground because it's Trump's fault. He won't help me.
I'd have told him no. I'd have told him to get bent.
And definitely tell him, if you want money to rebuild, well, why don't you go to ANIFA and BLM? They got enough money for huge huge wrapped buses, and they're busing protesters from city to city. So somebody's bankrolling them.
Right. Like I said, somebody's paying them. Who question is, I mean, if anybody follows a paper trail, you get the people who are paying them.
That's right.
I mean, so, I guarantee you, you arrest one or two of them fools and basically put them in jail for life with no bail. I guarantee you, somebody will snitch.
Now they might try to snitch, but they'll get Epstein.
Okay,
you watch.
Put them in.
That reminds me, just as a little aside. Anybody notice that you don't hear shit about Ghislaine Maxwell? Is she still alive? Is she dead?
That's
why is nobody commenting on that huge list of people that were on the flight?
That's a good question.
Why did that suddenly drop completely off the news? And
because she's probably dead.
Last week there were two major busts, like one in Atlanta and one in the Northeast, where a shitload of kids were rescued. You didn't hear jack shit about that on the news. I wonder why.
That's a good question.
Well, the real easy answer is it doesn't fit the narrative.
Right.
You know that poor fella got shot in Portland just now. Average people are saying, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?"
Right.
Some motherfucker, this has been going on for 3 months. If you're watching NBC News to figure out what's going on, they're lying to your face and laughing behind your back.
Right. It's called the slap and tickle. It's called the slap and tickle. They slap you and they tickle each other's posteriors. And instead of chuckle. Now, I don't know if you've seen my last video when I was basically on home time, enjoying time with family. I had watched a fight at an amusement park where somebody got maced.
Now, as a quick aside, if mace is illegal in your state, buy yourself a can of wasp and hornet spray.
Yes.
You can shoot that sumbitch about 15 feet. If these ignorant motherfuckers don't want to practice social distancing, you can give them an assist.
Yeah, I ought to need a little bit of help. I mean, I carry it in my truck all the time. I said, look, it's for like whenever I come to a trailer and I can encounter a wasp nest. I'm emptying the whole can, and I got another can on standby. Hey, should hey.
Yeah,
I
and
think I
I'm
yeah, but
definitely gonna. Well, I will. If I'm in the restaurant and these BLM ass clowns show up and say, "Raise your hand in solidarity." Now, remember, see leftists, they think we're not paying attention. That a while back they were saying words of violence. Now they're saying silence is violence. That you want to see some violence? Fuck with me one more again. I'll
hey,
start with
look.
the air horn, then the pepper spray, then the taser, and if you're still fiddle fucking around, my shotgun is hungry.
Dang, if I go through your, I know what I'm getting. I know what I got to get you. I got to get you some shotgun shells, some extras. You know, because I got to say you're gonna go through a lot of them. Just let you know that now.
Oh
Because
yeah,
these
I mean,
be
I got 6 boxes right in my room, ready,
shoot. I know one thing. I mean,
and
I looked at I
I
looked
don't want to go for the high score. But like the man said, you don't start nothing, there won't be nothing.
right. Like get they basically what it is like I carry a can of wasp spray actually in my one on my cab and one in the side box. Now I can't carry a knife, but if I can carry a knife if it's used for cooking.
How about a razor
Well,
knife?
I got me a chef's knife for cooking.
A fillet special?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It has a Damascus pattern, sharp as a razor, but it cuts through. It's why I use it for food prepping.
Okay,
Yeah,
brother, you need to be paying attention to this shit because you know it's going to get worse.
I know,
And but now you know what's going to happen. The
I
left is
know.
going to keep showing their ass, and then after Trump wins, they're going to be quiet as a mouse in church because after
Right,
he's elected, there will be nothing stopping him from deploying the National Guard.
because he's on his final term and on his way out the door. And and to be honest with you, I think most of these here representatives, these congressmen, these what you would call it, let these people who are making these, I think they should be voted. I think they should be removed. They
That's
should have
right.
been removed. They should have been removed when I was a kid, when I was born. They should have been removed when my dad was first able to vote. Some
Well,
of them people are that daggone old.
back in the day, we gave them our trust, and we knew it was going away because you would hear surveys saying, "Oh, Congress has less of a positive reputation than used car dealers." But you'd ask the average person and says, "Oh yeah, that guy's fucked up as a football bat, but my congressman is fine. I don't have no problems with him." They're all
Yeah.
lying to you. I
Look
don't care
here,
if you're a Democrat
let
or
me
a
bring
Republican. You're a
they're
filthy
lying to you.
fucking liar.
Yeah.
Both of you spend too much money. The Democrats tax and spend. The Republicans borrow and spend. And
Right.
they both have the same insider circles of lobbyists sucking dick for bribes and getting laws passed that favor them.
And that's why there should have been a term limit. I mean, it
But
eventually
no,
look
but
here.
we have the power for term limits.
Uh-huh.
Vote out every incumbent. Fuck
Right.
them.
Because if there is term limits, the lobby it does not benefit the lobbyist to lobby. You know, because now every 2 to 4 years they have to shell out this amount of money every 2 to 4 years, right?
Yes, and the system is so corrupt that when you get someone in there that's actually genuine, that they subvert them quick. I mean,
Oh yeah.
all those people on Epstein's flight log, they ain't saying jack shit because they know there's video of them doing the nasty with who or whatever. That's why they're
You
keeping
know
their
what?
mouth.
You know what I think they should? I think that video should come out on live leaks. Show them what their congressmen is doing. Show them what their representatives are doing. You know.
Yeah, we need a little common sense reform. So here's an idea. If you're a public servant, then the public has a right to know where you are. You just got some county issued jewelry, bitch.
Oh, nice.
That's right. You are a representative of the people, and the people should know where you are at all times. And if you're nice, we'll give you 2 weeks off for vacation.
Right. Well, I mean, that's what we get. That's what we might get most of sometimes.
And well, the the Wuhan flu is a perfect opportunity for the totalitarians to increase their control.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Give me
also an
the bat. Yeah,
opportunity
the
to make
Wuhan
other
bat suit.
changes.
Yeah, the Wuhan bat suit. The Wuhan
Like
bat suit flu.
school is a classic example. We're still operating on a 19th century agrarian model for education. Kids don't need to be off all summer to be bucking hay. Teach them at
Right.
home. Yeah, and it's like yeah, you're already stealing our property taxes. How about you give everybody uh, a laptop or an iPad and internet access? You know that and the average spent on a child is $3,000 per year.
Right.
So
If
figure that's enough. Now, if there are people that need extra help, yeah, regardless of the type, that's what the brick and mortar is for. But the average person, no, you don't need that. But there is too much invested in the current system. All the thieves are making money off you. That's why things don't change.
and you know the funny thing, the thing about it is, they wouldn't have be making that money hand and fist, brick and mortar, if we still had somebody. If we still had somebody in the house, in the home. Oh wait a minute. Oh wait a minute. They told them to go to the workforce and not raise the children
That's
because
right.
it would basically cut costs and product. It would basically half the wages, right? Oh yeah, that
Exactly. You
works out
double
well.
the workforce, and you can see it if you go to the usdebtclock.org. Wages have been pretty much stagnant since
Oh yeah.
1990.
Oh yeah, they've been pretty stale, you know, especially with the deregulation of freight and basically what of them driving the cost of freight down, you know. Yeah, especially with the deregulation of freight and a driving down the cost of freight. You know, I feel that they've done a wonderful job. You know what I mean? An
Yeah, I
excellent
mean,
job.
I remember admiring the Japanese model where the kids, they bust their ass in school and that to
Go
make
for
it
it.
into the right college. You got into the right college, to put an American spin on it. You go into the right college and major in engineering, you you can step out the door and the guy from Boeing will be shaking your hand saying, "Here's the keys to your car, uh, your office, uh, and your desk is already set up." I mean, you literally had a job for life. But but just like here, they got greedy. I don't know what the word is, but there's a Japanese word for death from overwork.
And you know what? You know what the funny thing about it is? Everything that happens to Japan ends up in the West.
Yep.
You know what's
And I
going?
am proud to be a Western version of a hikikomori or a herbivore man. That I
Right.
mean, literally, I've reached the point where I can look at a picture of a gorgeous woman on Facebook, zero reaction.
Right. And it's only a matter of time before one of my people at my company start to ask, "Why don't you ever comment on one of my pictures?" Because even
And,
though
and
I'm a big
then you just say no comment and keep walking because you know
no,
it's set up.
and first off, this person I already told this person that look, um, I'm not looking for a relationship. Heck, I'm not even looking. I'm not looking to sleep with anybody. If the second you post, "Where are all the good men?" That's when I'm going to go off. That's when I'm going to go in on you on social media. I'm going to hurt your feelings. And I think that's one of the reasons why she hasn't asked that. Why none of them have asked that yet.
Do they know you're red pilled or they just think you're weird?
Oh, they the people in my unit, the people in my unit know that I'm red pilled, and one of her friends knows that I'm definitely red pill and or MGTOW, and knows that I'm unapologetic about it. I'm getting a new female. I'm getting a new commander, a female commander, and I don't give a fuck. It's just
Yeah,
that was what it is.
it don't matter. Hell, I had a female supervisor at work, and let's just say that she had some modifications, so she was actually packing more meat than me.
Okay,
But
it's
I didn't care because
right,
you gotta keep it professional.
right,
The moment it strays off, you nope the hell out of there. Don't give
right,
them any ammunition to use against you in any form. Because
right,
just like the police, these rabid feminists will take any innocuous thing you say and
and flip it.
edit it, and the next thing you know, it's blasted on Facebook. He said this, listen to this. And you're like, what? And the
Yep.
next thing you know, it's your ass, and there's nothing you can do about it. So,
Copy and paste, or
that's right.
copy, cut, and paste is a son of a gun, and technology allows them to do it. Yeah, she can't. I mean, and MGTOW Thread is right. She can't get anything from you but hurt feelings in the wind. I just told her. I mean, she knows that. In fact,
That's
all
right.
of them know that. In fact, the cook when we were at our freaking after AT barbecue. I mean, so somebody brought up the topic of like, so you're MGTOW and you don't feel that you need necessary to get laid or go to the strip club. And I said, yeah, you're damn right. She was basically this lady was getting more pissed by the second, you know, more and more pissed by the second. Every time she heard everything about my channel, she was getting more pissed, you know. And I told them the only way they gonna get me is they gonna have to find some way to chloroform me. They're gonna trunk me. That's about the only way. You trunk me, you chloroform me, and then you gotta work. Then you gotta figure out how you're gonna convince me. Good luck.
No kidding.
Like I said, trunk me and chloroform me. And you know what? When my bonus comes, I'm gonna buy me a piece of silicone too. I'm gonna buy me a piece of silicone too. And you know what? There's some people that want that. There's some people want to see what that's like, what it looks like, what it is. I ain't got no shame in my game.
Oh hell no.
And you know what?
Now
And like,
now I don't need to be as extreme as the herbivore men and put Malaya in a wheelchair and wheel her around town because nah, bitches, she ain't for you. You
and
don't
look,
even need to look at
I'm
her.
an
You
asshole.
don't even
I'm
need
an
to know about her. My
I'm an
brothers know
asshole.
all about her. But you normies, fuck y'all in the neck with a crowbar.
Hey, I'm an asshole. I'm the type of person that will literally, if at the store that I go to pick her up, if there's a freaking religious protest, I will walk in the store, purchase her, walk back to my truck, get some clothes, walk back to the store in front of the religious group. Actually, I thought about this. Buy the most skimpy freaking clothing I can buy from that damn store and walk out right in front of them. And right in the middle of the crowd, I start slapping her ass. I'm that type of asshole.
Well,
And you know what?
plan, you know, it's going to be a little while, but I'm thinking about real seriously about taking a road trip to San Antonio to purchase her, and then let the guy at the Dollhouse channel do an unboxing.
Shoot, if I find myself with that little extra money this trip, I might just go to San Antonio, purchase me a little bit of silicone and put Carter behind in my truck, and we're good to go.
Well, there you go. And see, you put her up in the front seat, then you can get into the high occupancy vehicle lane.
No, you can't. You can't even do that with a semi truck. You can do it with a car.
Well,
you can do it with a car.
When you're in your normal sled.
Yeah, which is hardly ever. But for me, it's like when I go to drill, I got a dog and I got a doll. Got a dog and I got a doll. Drive
Yeah,
that thing up there. I mean, my first sergeant wants to see this. Wants to see this. You know what? I ain't got no shame in my game.
exactly.
Drop the trailer. Drop the trailer at the nearest terminal. Bobtail up the drill.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch my last video, you know my zero fucks given level is up to 11.
And you're in a hole. And you're in the hole about 50 million fucks plus. You know, your give a fucks cranked up to 11. If you had about 11, if you had a level of 30, you peg that dial up too, and you're about 50 million fucks in the hole. You know.
Yeah, lucky for me, I don't care.
Shoot, I'm just a person looking for a way out. You know, look for the most entertaining way out.
Yeah, I you know, a little shameless self promotion. Check out my last video. You get to hear me rant, unscripted and hardcore. And I hadn't done it about that particular situation, and I needed to.
Right. And for me, it's like it's along the lines of like I'm just basically doing everything off the top of my head. All this stuff is off the top of my head. No scripts. I'm basically walking in things blindly with educated guesses. You know. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, and for you haters who think because someone is a monk they're asexual, well, I am not a Ken doll.
Last time I checked, I still had the fruits in the trees.
That's right. I still stand up to pee just like any other man. I just don't waste it on
Right.
bitches who do not deserve it.
I'm like, I'm gonna be going through California, so I'm gonna be might meet a couple MGTOW, you know. But for one thing for sure, I don't care how skinny the freaking thong is. I'm not looking because somebody told me a long time ago when I was younger, when I was a kid. I mean, I still am a kid. I'm only 32. Well, damn, in about a couple more hours I'll be 33. But no matter how pretty she is, no matter how scantily clad she is, no matter how pretty she smells or how nice her hair looks, no matter how hot she is, with the sun glistening off her skin, the moonlight in her hair, there's always somebody that's sick of plucking her. There's always somebody that's sick of her. Now, what I'm also gonna say is I've said it before. My dad told me this. Actually, right after he grabbed me up by the scruff of my shirt and told me, "Don't come back, make me a grandfather." Right before I was about to go out and have some fun, he told me this: "You got a right hand, you got a left hand. Use it." It's got me this far. It's got me this far. And you know what? The only amount of money I paid is enough money to keep my phone on. You know, that's all the money that I've ever spent was the amount of money to keep my phone on.
Ooh, stacking cash hardcore.
Yep.
I admire you, brother.
Like I said, I got porn. So I got all these sites saved up. But guess what? The only difference, I mean, I get stuff done. That's for like after I shut down and after I'm not if I'm not doing a live stream or a video. Oh, what? Somebody wants to come in, huh? Oh, Black Wolf at the stream.
All right,
Welcome.
I'm gonna disappear just for a moment. I'll be right back.
All right, take your time. Take your time. Black Wolf, what's up? Black Wolf, you there? You're not there. I just start talking to myself. I'm pretty good at that, as you see. But MGTOW Thread wanted to say that it will take martial law and Mad Max in due time. And you're right.
Oh,
It will
okay.
take. It
I
will
muted.
take Oh, you
I
were
muted.
muted.
Yeah, I muted myself on accident.
Oh, it's okay.
I was sitting here drinking and listening to your
Hey,
stream, and you're saying some good stuff. But one of the things I learned as I got older, don't even tell them you make time, man. Just be very indifferent to them. And I'm happy that I fucking work for myself, because even back then, what I would tell women is, "Oh no, I can't get with you. You're much too beautiful. I'm married to the Lord. You know, I'm married to the forest
nah,
and everything." Just say some weird shit to make them get away
nah.
from you. And if you
I
really want to get a woman away from you, just say, "Let's talk about our feelings." That normally makes them go quick.
I just talk like I just talk to myself. I just talk to myself. You know, act like I'm a freak. Act like I'm crazy as hell. You know, I that's what I do. Is like I act like I just basically talk to myself 4, 5, 6 as many personalities as I can to get them away from me.
I say it had to
You
be,
know,
man, because women are crazy, and this is why I don't have a Facebook. I used to have one until I got with some fucking Asian bitch years ago. And I've told the story before, and to this day, friends don't believe me. Only the friends that were there to see that believe me when I tell them this. They're like, "Damn, she tried to get you jumped." I'm like, "Yeah," and it got so bad that I had to fucking threaten her. I said, "If I see bars, you're gonna see a hole."
right?
Because I'm not gonna go through that kind of shit. Or leave me and my family alone. Because even though she broke up with me, I didn't really give a shit. But she stalked me for about 4 months. It was
Damn.
it was fucked up. I mean, she wanted to get back together or whatever. I was like, "No, you dumped me. Well, why don't we get back together?" And nobody want to tolerate that, because I was. I think I was way more of a simp back then. I was the type of guy. I guess she missed all that, the nice shit, you know what I mean, the cooking and the cleaning and all the other shit. Like I took
Mm,
care of shit. I take care of my shit. I cook, clean, all that.
that's
And
what I cook clean in my truck too. I cook in my truck too. So I mean that's why nobody gets in my truck but me and the dog. You know.
that's the way it should be. Because I don't know why men, like people are always saying men are dirty. Dude, like to anyone watching this, the next time women tell you that men are disgusting, go and clean a female bathroom. You'll see some shit.
Go and walk through a female barracks.
Hell, that too.
The smell is ungodly.
It's freaking terrible. It's like they're not even trying to fucking hit the toilet, man. It's goddamn ridiculous. And so That's how it is. A lot of people assume that monks don't still go out there and screw, as the other dude was saying. Yeah, many do. The only difference is we're not trying to get married with some freaking chick or anything like that. I'm at the age where I'm just burnt the fuck out, man. And I tried to, I told this to my god kid. He doesn't believe me because he's just about to turn 20 and shit.
Oh,
I said, give it about 10, 15 years. You won't care that much anymore. Because he
right.
got mad and said, like, well, you got the money. Why don't you want to go out and, club with us and do all this stuff? It's like, one, I hate the city and it makes me uncomfortable. And two, I'm just fucking over it. If people want to call me like a piece of shit or a bum or whatever, I don't even care. But I
Lord,
do know.
if you see how I dress, you think I don't dress to bring attention to myself. I don't wear that flashy shit. I understand.
Yeah.
Like my one of my sergeants on the deployment when we were mobilizing, he was asking, hey, why didn't you go to out to the strip club like everybody else? He says, so you want me to call up a cab, which basically is $20 when it gets there, right? And then you want me to pay an extra $20 to $30 to get to the nightclub, to the strip club, and you want me to pay $20 to the doorman, and then basically make it rain about $500. We're already up to $600, right?
And for
And
what?
for what? For blue balls and disappointment.
Bam!
And,
Yep.
right?
I tell men all the time, if you want it that bad, just go get a fucking escort or something. Either just seduce some chick or just go find a fucking escort because
right.
either way you're paying. Whether you just date a girl normally or whatever thing you do, it's just
Oh, and at least with an escort, the price is kind of up at the door and fixed, kind of, depending on depending on the person you're dealing with. The price might be fixed. They might try to squeeze a little bit more out of you, but the
at
price
least you
is pretty
know.
much fixed.
At least you know what you're walking into. That's the thing.
Right.
I'd rather walk into what I'm going into and then walk.
I'd rather not walk into it at all because anymore, because I've gone that route before, and I was like,
That's what I mean. People get burnt out, and for me,
some of these people are not who they say they are. In fact, there's only one time where was my last time where I turned it down, because one of the things that I do is before I get to a place, I scout. I basically scope out every single vehicle. If there's a Sprinter van, I'm turning it down. If I can see light bars in a car in a grill, I'm walking away. I'm done. That business transaction will not be met.
and that's the way it should be. You have to protect yourself at all times. I just give people options when I say
it could be a setup, little sting operation.
Yep.
Aha.
Yep. I learned, like I said, light bars. Yeah, you gotta look real close at some of these cars.
Yeah, with the new ones, that light bar is almost indistinguishable.
You got basically that's why when I park somewhere, put a few coins in the meter, and just say I'm just going for a little walk. Just going for a walk. I've been driving my car all day. My legs are getting tired. That's the skill. That's the excuse.
So, brothers, let me share with you my last experience at the strip club. They didn't know what to think of me. It was my bro's birthday.
Michael Mark.
And he had to go to the strip club. So I said, okay. So we go in there, and here I am. I'm in my typical attire, a robe, dress shirt, and tie in a double Windsor.
Nice.
And I'm sitting there. I look like a statue. I watched the girls perform. There is zero reaction. And I saw 3 performances. I went up to the one I enjoyed the most and gave her a tip. Now, she's a working girl, so I got no problem. And I said I enjoyed her skill and athleticism. And then I left. And I went back to the bar next door where we had been hanging out, and I got more excited looking at fully clothed women just
This can't be
regular
glad.
dancing or just sitting around rather than the bitches who were getting paid to make my nuts ache.
That's how you know.
And at the
Yeah.
same time, someday you'll have a doll at home ready, waiting for you.
Right?
That's right.
See, at that time,
Uh,
that's how you know you're burnout or freaking just over it, because women did this shit to themselves, man. They
Right.
they do all. We weren't even objectifying the way they try to paint it. They objectify themselves because deep down they know that we don't give a fuck about how smart they are. We don't give a fuck what they do for a living.
They
And
do it to themselves. That's the
Hey,
main.
you guys were talking about 600 Benjamins earlier. Like
Yeah,
somebody
that's-
would drop 600 Benjamins on
Yes.
a worthless
There are
nut.
some people that drop $1,000.
That's better than a quarter of a way to a doll.
Right.
yep,
And it's like, and they want me to go out there and do this. Look here, let me tell you my first and last.
Hey, maybe we should set up protest stands in front of strip clubs and be, hey, look, dudes, let's get you a doll. Before you go in there,
Yeah,
Before you go in
just
there,
like
try to
just
get you a
like
doll.
the Christians set up in front of abortion clinics.
Right.
see,
Set up in
Set
front of
up
strip
a little
club.
table, put up the MGTOW sign,
Mm,
have some cards with a bunch of links on them.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, man, there's a better way.
There's a better
And
way.
if
Damn.
they don't want to go with that option, you're gonna see me running in there dressed like Chris Hansen and just picking up spare dollars off the floor. Keep it up, bitches. Gotta buy myself a doll.
And I'll be over there with my credit cards talking about the wall. Like, hey, dude, you're fine now, but you're gonna hit the wall. These dolls out here, they don't hit the wall. They stay the same.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you about my first and last strip club experience. This is when I was an active duty Marine Corps in San Angelo, Texas. You had that I have never seen such groups of broke down women. Oh, I can't even call them. I've never seen such a group of broke down females in my entire life. In my entire life, I have never seen. You got one with tits that look like that with tits that look like oh hell no, what the fuck are you?
Yeah, you can see her. She's bending over, painting her toenails, 12 toes, and the big one's taking up so much polish.
Right, and it's like the tits look like elongated, partially deflated balloons, and it's like I wasn't sure whether or not an orangutan was going to reach out from under the stage and pluck them up and peel like a banana. And the other one was like 5 months pregnant. 5 months pregnant.
Where is this horrible place?
It was in San Angelo, Texas. I think it's about maybe a half hour to an hour away from the base. I'm not going to disclose which base, but people who know they know you have some nasty motherfuckers.
Look, Mr. in the Wind, I'm from Atlanta, and I've pretty much seen the top of the line down here. I spent my time in strip clubs.
Yeah.
It gets played
And
out after a while.
I mean, yeah, I mean, we get the top of the line down here. I mean, I don't know what they got out in Vegas, but you know, I mean, that part of Texas that you're talking about, I mean, I feel bad for you, man.
They call them San Angelo Buffarillos. And I was about I'd say maybe about 50 pounds lighter back then. I mean, I put on a little bit of weight.
You could have walked down the street near the club. You could have walked down the street near the
carried my
club.
ass off. They could have carried my skinny ass off.
Just don't drink. Don't drink around me.
Oh hell
yeah.
no.
That's dangerous.
I do not drink around. If it's not around some family. Not hell, I wouldn't even drink around a woman I know.
I had a friend lose a money clip that way. You know, he went up in there and
Right.
started drinking. He ended up losing about $500. Motherfucker was
Right.
walking around with a huge ass money clip full of ones or some
Right.
shit. And
You know, I don't drink around. I don't drink around women that I know that are not in in my family or in my household.
see,
Oh,
It
that
don't matter.
reminds me. I'll share another story about how I drank too much and ended up paying for it. So in the little group of friends that I was around, one of them had a neighbor in the front of the duplex. She's Oriental, and I do like me some Asian girls. And for some reason, I know exactly what the reason was. Too much aged tequila.
Oh hell.
I said, I don't know how it came up, but I said, well, I'll just remember your face and look for some porn. So she got a little upset.
Wow.
So I got the dog shit slapped out of me.
Yeah, they're used to getting it all.
And then she tried to get her husband to beat my ass, and he says, well, you already took care of it. I don't need to do shit.
Yeah. Married or not, they're used to getting it all.
yep. You know, the worst part is
Just remember your face. Look for the porn video. Oh wow.
Well, you know, I'm not ashamed. I did earn it, you know?
Yeah.
And that's
Did
what
you
I
find
got
the video?
drinking too much.
Hey, did you find the video?
That bitch ain't that good looking. I done kicked her to the curb. Even in my porn stash.
You know, the worst part about this is, you know, our ancestors warned us about this shit, man.
Yep.
One day I'm gonna find it. One day I'm gonna find a fucking cave and see some drawings. It's gonna have some dude aging gracefully while smoking a joint, and off the cliff and fucking rain, there gonna be some hyenas on the bottom of the fucking ridge just barking, and a bitch at the top barking right back at him, and that guy is just trying to plan his own fucking death.
Mr. in the Wind, what kind of pet do you have?
Pit bull border collie.
Nice.
Yep.
Woo!
I had too many fucking animals where I live. I gotta get rid of
I
them.
mean, if anything, he's an early warning system.
I'm gonna get a puppy. I'm gonna get a puppy before I get a dog. Just
Right.
You get like a
Yeah,
Phoenix fox or something. Those are nice to have. A Fennec fox.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to retirement so I can have a German Shepherd again.
Nice.
I grew up with them, and man, out west, everybody's into pit bulls. My roommate has two half pit bull, half weird breed. I've seen the breed in dog shows, and both dogs they're vicious and smart, just like the average feminist.
My dog's friendly and smart.
But I'm just not a pit bull person.
Yeah,
Even though I'm a dog whisperer, I can go up to a dog I never met before, and if I know the owner, next thing you know, the dog's giving me kisses because I'm that bona fide.
And
Wow.
pit bulls will do the same thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, mine. You'll just drown in saliva. You know.
You can manipulate a pit bull either way, just like women can manipulate men either way.
Yeah, I mean, I try to keep him friendly, you know, but keep him alert and friendly, you know.
Oh, it's half border collie, right?
Yep. So when he can jump in the truck like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, treat them like you do women, man. Just throw your license. Like whenever you're talking to a woman, I'll just come up, hand you my license, and go, I'm a licensed bitch whisperer. Let me take care of this.
Wow.
We can love our dogs unconditionally, and they give it back to us.
Right.
So that's the good thing about dogs. It's like if you call a woman a dog these days, that's like a compliment and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I wouldn't even call him.
It's a compliment to her and an insult to the dog.
Right.
Yeah,
I would never call a woman a bitch.
I'm gonna get another beer. I'll be back.
I would
These
never
dogs
call a
don't
woman a
fucking
bitch. You know
sleep with me
why?
shit.
I would never, because it would be insulting to a female dog. You know, I'm kind of, I don't even think that there's a word in the dictionary to describe these modern females. I mean, I don't even know what, I can't, I don't even think nowadays, I can't even call them a garden tool. You know?
I have a lot of names for them. Names that got me flagged previously in the past. I mean, shit. You can call them gargoyles. You can call them fucking, battle toads. There's a lot of names for these fucking.
Wow, I haven't heard that in a long time. Battletoads. That was a spinoff of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
Wow.
they some battle toads, man. Every time they
You ever
get
played a
mad.
video game?
Oh yeah, I played the
Mr.
shit out
Wynn?
of that game. That and Contra.
Oh wow.
I love.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm an old motherfucker, but I love those. I love those old school games.
How old are you? Shit.
Me?
Well, I'm still in my 30s, but I was around a lot of old motherfuckers. Unfortunately, I didn't really start hanging around people my age
I mean,
until I was in my
unfortunately, that was
That's
good
not
for you.
unfortunate. That's not
why you're here
unfortunate.
now.
That's why I'm not dead in jail or strung out on drugs or
I
paying
mean, it
child
wasn't a
support.
bad thing. I just there were just times I wish that I could have. I guess when I was a kid, there was times I wish I could have gone to some of these amusement parks. I did, but I had to save up money to actually go. And by the time I was old, by the time I was in my teens, it was weird when I went to Six Flags. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't used to being on roller coasters. And
Let me break this to you.
I got sick, and so I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I went to an amusement park about a day or so ago, and you know what I got? You know what I ended up having to do? I ended up watching some little girl pop out, some little teenager pop off at the mouth, while my friend of mine came up and tried to administer first aid because that kid got maced.
Damn.
You know, like he pulled out the first aid kit and put on gloves and tried to get the water. Like really, and how a way to treat mace, you got to let that stuff run out. You got to let that stuff run out.
Or
You got to let it die out.
That or milk.
Let me ask you guys something. This is a concept that I have that I don't really get much feedback on, but let's just say like you weren't red pilled and you didn't know nothing about MGTOW or none of that shit. You just grooving through your regular life as a blue pill simp, and you see like a family, like a mother and a father with a child pushing around in a stroller or whatever. You don't think shit about that kid, right? You're just pretty much indifferent to the child, right?
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
not always.
Well,
I was
not
never
always.
TradCon, so
I mean,
I would make a point of noticing families.
like
Right.
if
But
there-
you got to
if
be
there-
careful. I
if
mean,
there were-
in my blue-pilled existence, my ex-wife was an expert at making things look good to outsiders.
well, yeah, I mean, I don't want to get sidetracked.
Until
Here.
we were behind closed doors.
I'm trying to see if you guys can see the same thing I can see, but like let's say like everybody around you got shot down except for this child, you'd probably oh, this little baby is like the only one left. It's me and the baby. You might take care of it and raise it and that sort of shit, feed it, water it, maybe raise it up. But on the other hand, everything's fucking normal. Nothing's wrong. That family's going their way. You'll never meet that child. You'll never teach it anything. You won't feed it. You don't have to water it. You're pretty much indifferent, right?
Well, yeah.
That's pretty much,
Okay.
that's pretty much how I see all women today. It's like they're a bunch of overgrown children that never grew up. They're forever children, and they're not my child. And not everybody's getting laid out around me. The government's still there. The government will take care of them. All these
Let me
simps out here will pay their taxes, and the women will be taken care of. Their children, they'll be taken care of. I don't have to do it.
This is something that there's two things that there is. I've said this before in my videos, and I'm gonna say this next one is kind of new. I've said this before. The best part, the first one is the best part of a woman was taken with the mother with the dude that got the cookies first. Now, here's a caveat to that one. Whatever age that she was, that to where she done gave that dude the cookies first, she remains that age.
Yeah, I don't fuck with them. Fuck that.
Ooh,
If she
nice
she
theory. I
if,
never heard it put that way before.
if she was lost them cookies in school with one of her little boy toys
She
at
stays
12,
right there. She stays right
guess
there.
what? She stops. The buck stops there.
She's 10, she's 11, she's 12, she's 13.
That is
she's
why you
14.
have all of these quote unquote adult women running around screaming, may the court release all Rees around left, right, and center. That is
I'm
why you have
married.
all these women
I married a
going
child.
crazy, acting like
I'm married a
9,
child.
10, 11, 10-year-old little girls.
I married
You
a child,
do.
and I would not be her mama, and so she turned to her government daddy.
Women pretty much,
Government daddy.
stop maturing
And
in
with
their teens.
no and you know the word the most of them, their fathers were not there.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised at all if my mother-in-law and my ex-wife like executed that dude and got away with it. I would not be
Right.
surprised at all. I would like if somebody told me like 20 years from now, hey, that case was finally solved about your ex-wife's father and what happened to him.
This is why I'm happy.
Apparently, your ex-wife and your mother-in-law got away with murdering him, and
Not
they
surprising.
got rid of his body. And I'd be like, no shit. I kind of like wondered maybe that was the case.
Now,
This
And
is why I'm happy
more
that
like, well, no shit. That's what I told you, but you didn't believe me.
right.
this is why I'm happy I
But-
avoid those kinds of bitches. I
Now,
have, sometimes I have friends that'll ask me, well, dude, what if you had a wife or kid or whatever, you wouldn't be saying all that because I guess I was talking shit about something his kid was doing. I said, to be perfectly honest, man, if I was in your position, you own the house, you own the land. He's like, yeah. It's like, okay, I throw her out and then probably throw the kid out. He's like, you wouldn't do that to your own kid. I'm like, yeah, I would. Fuck, that kid's being a little shit. Fuck him too. I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not gonna deal with anything that complicates my life. I know that makes me sound like an asshole, but I'm just too old for that shit, man. And women never grow up. They don't. They teach the kids how to be fucked up. And my whole thing is, if you can't instruct the woman, then you had no control over the kid, because that's a package deal in general. They may mature faster than men, but once they reach their teens, that just stops right there, and then we keep maturing as we grow older. The maturity that they gain is they learn how to fucking manipulate people. That's the maturity that they've gained in their 10
Like,
years as daddy.
now-
The one thing about understanding a female's perspective is that you might have this man in your life and he's like providing for you and shit, and that's plan A, right? But you're always going to have plan B, which might be some other man, and maybe even plan C, which might be some other lower class men. But then you have your own children, and then you got plan. What comes after C?
shit, Z.
I mean, your children are going to take care of you when you're an old grandma, right? I mean,
I'm going with option E. None of the above.
I mean, they will always, children, the government, whoever is going to be the next hammock to lay in.
Right. And
'Cause
it's like,
they do not want to fucking work. Because
right.
they were born with vaginas. God damn it.
Let me
I mean, when you
one of
look
what
at
yeah. No. One of sorry about that. You can go ahead.
oh, no worries. I was just gonna say, women are always mad at us. It's really just penis envy from them, because even on just an anatomical scale, I mean, they're made to pretty much just have kids, and whether they want to admit that or not. I mean, hell, breast milk, all that shit. They're just made to fucking have kids. They were never really made to do some of the shit that they're doing, and it's kind of like a spoon going up to a fork and going, I can do everything you can do.
Oh, wait. They were born for two things: making babies and pointing out the exceptions.
And I think you forgot making sandwiches.
Now,
No, that's an acquired skill. Don't trust that they even know how to do that.
would you like to hear something? Oh, would you like to hear something disturbing?
To this day, my ex-wife looks at me like I'm crazy when I insist on mustard on the meat side and mayo on the cheese side.
God damn, that sounds fabulous.
Now,
I
you want to
bet.
hear something?
I
You
bet
want to hear something crazy?
New Era MGTOW Monk can make a good fucking sandwich.
Shit.
So,
Would
and
you-
I want you brothers to remember that things can look great, but remember these bitches are always, just like MGTOW Thread says, they're always looking at their options.
Right.
Oh yeah, they're always the monkey
Facebook
branch.
video yesterday.
Would you like to hear
This
something
poor
crazy?
guy comes home from work, and his girl, I don't know what the relationship was, but
Hey, one of their options is making sure that the men that they're with don't have any options.
yeah. So he was at work. He
This
told
fucking-
her to get out because they had some kind of argument.
I'm gonna make
He
sure
comes
this
home,
stuff right here doesn't think he has
empty
any
house, and every window is taken apart, and for each window, the glass and the screens are laying in the room broken,
Busted.
and the house
seen
is
that video.
empty.
You
I've
know
seen
what's-
that video.
You know what's fucked up, guys? I was married for 10 years, and I had so many fucking options with women while I was married. It was fucking ridiculous. I was like a halfway there Chad when I got married, you know?
Because
And
they all congregate. They can smell somebody who's taken.
yeah, I mean, I'm like, I'm a handsome guy still today at 50, but still, I mean, and you know, I get, you know, looks from young girls, whatever. But while I was married, I was wearing that ring and I was being faithful and I swore off all the other women. They were fucking crawling all over me.
Oh wow.
I mean, I was strong back then and I had no idea the sacrifice I was making to keep up my relationship with the psychopath that I was married to. It's just, I mean, I don't want you guys to feel sorry for me, but, and I don't have a big channel, and I don't do a lot of MGTOW videos, but I've been through all of it. I've been through
Right.
all of it.
Would you like to hear? Yeah, would you like to hear something crazy? See, yeah.
Just as a little aside, brothers, don't trust the mainstream media. It's not your.
Let's go to politics.
There's a YouTube provider called After Action Report. He is live streaming protests from all over the country.
Oh,
right
shit.
now, they're showing one that's happening in Los Angeles.
Dude, I gotta get some sleep.
It's a damn good thing I'm not going there.
All right, Tread.
I care enough about myself
yeah.
to go to sleep and get some electrical work done.
All right.
All right, be safe, man.
Don't just say wear your rubber shoes.
Yeah, I got them boots.
Yeah,
Nice.
and keep the pimp hand strong.
Pimp hand. I don't gotta worry about that.
But one more thing, I gotta get ready to get some sleep too, because I got a long 2-day journey ahead of me.
All right.
But
So,
for the thing I
remember,
want to say,
gentlemen, you have testosterone, the hormone of the gods.
and
That combined with red pill wisdom means you can improvise, adapt, and overcome. This separates you from women and children. And don't forget that. You have innate value as a man.
I'm gonna address some of the people that were in the comment section that didn't get on the panel. Shinobi One, yep. Hey, check out his channel. I mean, I didn't forget about you, Mr. Forma, because I know you was here. I don't know why you didn't ask to jump on, but okay, MGTOW Life. And one thing that I wanted to say is, like, I don't know if I mentioned this, but my friend's brother is currently long distance video chatting
a female of the female species from China.
OnlyFans simp in training.
From China. And she wants to come over to the household on Turkey Day and asked if he knew anybody that was single. He put my name into the hat. I looked at him like he skipped head number 2 and grew a 3rd head. Now, the problem I'm having is that the fact that he's bringing this chick over my house on Thanksgiving. And she's probably going to bring friends. Now everybody around me in the house is looking like is this motherfucker crazy? But it's like, and for the fact is like she's from China, and I'm wondering, first things first, why are you bringing why are you bringing somebody over there when if she couldn't find somebody over there, she basically you're the last resort. And the person that you're talking about bringing over here to try to hook me up, does she know that I'm black?
All the Chinamen moved to Africa anyway.
Right. So now their selection is pretty much down, pretty far. So basically, in a place with the overpopulation of men, you can't get a man.
There's over 7 billion people on the planet, and nobody's single.
Yep.
And because of China's one-child policy, there's a bare minimum of 25 million extra men in China.
Right. And it's like
some of them have resorted to marrying their first cousins with the obvious genetic.
Hey, look, you know what happened, right? Grandparents in China do not want their female children to take care of them. They want their male children to take care of them.
Yep.
Right. And it's like, because the female children just throw them in a nursing home and just call it a day. I mean, you know what's more humane than doing that? Taking them called Hurling Day. I don't know if you watched the show. You'll remember a show called Dinosaurs, right?
Oh yeah,
with the baby, not the mama. Hurling Day.
Oh buddy.
That is more humane. That is more humane than putting them in a nursing home.
You know what's humane is to tell the China girl to stay over there because we got plenty of women around here that give it up for free.
Or if he's really desperate, become an expat and move over there.
Try to be better than a doll if you can.
Good luck. I mean, the thing is like, first thing, you failed. You failed to find a man in an abundance of men. I mean, I understand that there's, I could understand a certain circumstances that, but that you failed. You failed.
Hey, look, we went from one watcher. We went from one watcher to 2 watchers.
Well, you know what she is? She is what the Chinese call a leftover woman.
Right.
Over 30 and unmarried.
Right.
And now there are companies specifically marketing to them. They're writing shows about them.
They failed.
You see.
The thing is, they failed.
Yeah, what was that phrase? You had one job, bake a baby, and you couldn't do that.
Jacked it up.
This is why I'm happy I'm not like an old Asian grandpa or something, because everybody would hate my ass. Is the guy you with, is he melanated? Has he been caramelized? Does he make 6 figures? Why get with that shit, you fucking
All right. I mean, Gramps is basically sold them into just pretty much sold them into the ground. Gramps done made them dusty. They made their cooches dusty. Like,
And I'm gonna tell you like it is. It was like, I'm gonna tell him. I mean, I'm gonna tell Graham like it is. Look, you may not like me, but you may want somebody like Brad Pitt or something like, or Leonardo DiCaprio. But let me break this to you simple. It's either A, she finds somebody, or B, A, finds somebody, B, she goes over to America to hopefully find somebody,
Oh
or
wait,
C, she stays there with your mindset and gets a dusty cooch.
hey, another thing you got to tell a China woman is I don't care if your pussy gets wet or not, because we got lube over here in America.
I don't care if your pussy gets wet or not. I got a right hand and a left hand. I can kick you out the fucking house.
Yeah, with lube on it and shit.
No, I ain't going for that charge. But I got a right hand and a left hand, and you gotta compete with a 85-pound piece of silicone.
Absolutely.
You gotta compete. You
Figure
got some competition.
Figure out how to get that pussy wet and compete with this doll, and you're all good.
Yeah. Hey, Duzang's Games. What's up? Welcome. Keep coming back. It works when you work it. But I gotta get.
Of course, if you're in a wake red pill, man, you'll resonate with my last video, where I expounded extensively on why a gun is better than a woman.
Oh shit! I'm surrounded by guns and bullets.
Let's see a gun. Let's see it. Gun stays on your hip, won't run off, don't grow legs and walk off. A gun will actually defend you.
It won't ask you if the new grips make it look fat.
Right?
Oh,
It won't ask you if if these here if this holographic sight looks good on me.
thank you, New Era. I have a
It-
new
it-
appreciation for the furniture on my one of my AKs.
Right? And it won't ask me if this compensator brings out the colors of Woodstock. It won't ask me if the polymer Woodstock looks good in black. I mean, there's so many things. I don't know if you. I mean, I gotta watch that video, but I'm pretty sure you probably said at least one or all of the things that I've said about a gun or versus a woman.
Thanks, guys. I gotta go watch that now. I really do need to go to bed, but I want to hit up that video before I go.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch that video as I'm going to sleep. I might wake up laughing. You know.
All right, thank
Hey.
you, Era. Thanks, in the wind. Appreciate it.
No problem. All
Yep.
right.
Appreciate
got-
your time, sir.
10-4. Keep on trucking. This is MGTOW to win. We have had New Era Monk. We've had MGTOW Thread and Black Wolf MGTOW. And we also have Mr. Foreman in the comment section and MGTOW Life and Duzang Games. I got to get me some sleep. I'm on a 10-hour and I've got a long freaking 2-day drive going on tomorrow, starting in about a few hours after I get some sleep. This is MGTOW to win. If you like this video, like, subscribe, leave a message in the comment section. If you don't like it, throw the thumbs down and leave something in the comment section, whatever it is, hateful things, any hateful comments you don't like. Either YouTube will take care of them, or depending on how sneaky they are, I might take care of them and shoot your stuff down. And if you want to continue to be miserable and hear things you don't like, hit the thumbs down and subscribe anyway. This is MGTOW to win. Signing off.